Hello everybody, my name is Steven and my Etoro username is Bees84. First of all, I'd like to give a warm welcome to all my amazing copiers and followers on the Etoro platform. I really appreciate each and every one of you and really enjoy interacting with you all. So recently, I've made it my mission to answer as many questions as I can for new Etoro users on the platform. I've really noticed a strong desire for learning and education on how to invest. So I decided to make some small video clips which answer as many questions as I can for the new Etoro investment community. So the first question that I received was, what factors do I need to take into consideration when adding a stock to my portfolio? So in order to be able to answer that, I need to break that down into a few small manageable areas. So the first of all is your overall portfolio strategy. So when looking at your portfolio strategy, you need to have an understanding of what type of gains and what type of performance that you want for the year. So if you're looking at say 6 to 7 to 8% and to follow quite closely in line with the S&P 500, you can afford to take a more conservative approach to when selecting the stocks that you want. If you want more outside gains, then you have to realize that that also comes with more risk. The other area that you need to look at is what your time horizons are. So are you looking to hold that stock for the long term? So myself, I'm a long-term value investor. I buy stocks which I feel are undervalued and hope that in the future that they're worth a lot more. You also want to look at portfolio diversification and weightage. So you may want to look at different geographical regions, and you also may want to look at different sectors in order that if one sector has an issue, that it's made up by the other sectors in your portfolio to ensure you keep a kind of balanced portfolio. The other area you want to look at is macroeconomic conditions. So this can be a number of different things, for example, the economy. The other thing you might want to look at is things like inflation rates, commodity rates, and anything that may affect the underlying business. The other thing in the macroeconomic conditions is regulations. Regulations are really important, both either positive or negative, because, for example, if there's a regulation in place on a certain industry, this can have a negative effect because it affects the future performance of the business. Also, regulation can be positive and can ensure that it provides tailwind for your business to grow. You then want to look also at due diligence. So you want to spend a lot of time understanding a lot about that stock. There's many different resources that you can use, such as Motley Fool, which I use on a regular basis to find out a lot of information about stocks. You may also want to read a lot of Seeking Alpha articles. Investing.com as well is another good resource, and try and get as much information as you can about a stock. It's also very important to visit the company website, any annual reports that you can find in order to really dig in and find out what's really driving the business. The last thing you want to look at is the valuation of the business. So I'm not in this video going to go into all the detail about how to value a business, but you want to look at valuation models which really take into account the value of the business. You may also want to look at other valuation methodology which takes into account its competitors, such as its PE ratio against other companies within that sector. So you want to look at a variety of different areas. Once you've done all of that work, then you can start to look at which stocks you want to put in your portfolio. So I hope this video was really useful. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. And thank you very much, everybody, and hope to speak to you all soon.